What's up, you guys? This is the Evo-Force here, and today I'm gonna show you guys an updated deck list for my Evol deck. It has been like, I don't know, it has been at least 2 months since the last time I showed you guys an updated list for this deck. Wait, hang on, I don't, it might even be 3 months, and I thought to myself that 2 or 3 months? Yep. That's a long way, so I decided to, show you guys an updated list for my Evol deck, and I'm gonna show it to you guys right now, cause this deck is fun. Evol in general is a really fun deck. So yeah, let's get into the updated list. But the monster lineup is really basic and quite low. I play all Evol monsters. I decided to play all Evol monsters, and those monsters are 3 copies of Evoltile Westlo and 3 copies of Evoltile Najasho, 2 copies of Evolsaur Cerato, 2 copies of Evolsaur Diplo, and triple copies of Evolsaur Vulcano. Like, Vulcano plays during the late game or even during the mid game is just so strong. It's very powerful that I literally look at the monster lineup for this updated list and took the 3rd Cerato on and then replaced that card immediately with the 3rd copy of Vulcano, because Vulcano players are just insane. Yeah, Vulcano players are insane. This card is the best Evolzar in like the whole deck. So yeah, I think that's 13 monsters. Yeah, like I said, I wanna keep the monster lineup for this Spectrum deck really quite low. I was thinking about putting Blaster earlier, but if you guys look at my friend Cheshire's Mega Phantom Beast deck profile, he had an argument about why he's not running Tempest in the deck and how Tempest is not really effective in his deck at all. And Blaster, I decided to not run Blaster for that same logic, because in order to summon Blaster, you need to banish these from your graveyard, and I'd rather have Evo-Singularity live compared to just bring up a free random 28 beater from the graveyard. And in order to summon Blaster, you need to banish these obviously, and in order to have Evo-Singularity live, you need to have access to these. So yeah, I'm not running Blaster in this deck. The same reason why my friend Cheshire is not running Tempest in his deck, because I wanna have access to these so that I can play Evo-Singularity during the late game. So those are the monsters. The spell lineup is very simple and really basic. 3 copy of Diversity, 3 copy of Evo-Force, Pot of Duality, 2 copies of MST. Vanity and Emptiness is quite a common sight right now, and Vanity and Emptiness quite destroyed the deck, so I'm maining 2 Emptiness for that. 1 Sword Charge, because bringing back your Evolzars from the grave to make a Laggia, or just bringing back 4 Evolzars from the grave and make it Laggia and Dolkka in just one move is fun. This is also the reason why I cut Blaster from the main deck, so that I can play Soul Charge mode effectively. And to round out the spell lineup is 1 Book of Moon, because Book in the Westler is cute, like, and OP, because yeah, cute and OP. So for the traps is 1 Compulse, 1 Solemn Warning, 3 copy of Evo-Singularity. This card needs no explanation, because it is literally the best trap card in this deck. 2 Break the Skill, 2 Dimension Prison, and the 2 trap decks that I decided to run in this deck is 2 copies of Trapstone. Okay, the reason why I'm maining Trapstone in this deck is that when your opponent has a heavy back row, during your turn, you can, trap stun and then do your Najasho Evo-Force play safely on their without not being afraid of your opponent's traps. And also, if you activate Trapstone while they have, you know, like something like Bandit's Emptiness out, because that is a really common card right now. You can do your Najasho Evo-Force play, because Bandit's Emptiness is negated. And speaking of Bandit's Emptiness, I'm also maining 3 copies of Bandit's Emptiness, because, you know, Bandit's Emptiness is a really popular card. And in this deck, Bandit's Emptiness is really popular as well, because this card face out while you have a, you know, a Laggia, a Dolkka, or a Solda is really powerful. And this card has really good synergy with Trapstone, because while you Trapstone, while you have a Bandit's Emptiness face up, not only can you go off, Bandit's Emptiness do not go to the graveyard because its entire effect is negated. So Bandit's Emptiness stay, and it will stay alive during your opponent's turn. So yeah. So Trapstone is Bandit's Emptiness. I literally the 5 traps that really shine in this deck, because they're really good. Yeah, so that runs out the main deck. Main deck count is 40 as usual, because running a 40 card deck main is really good. But the extra deck, yeah, you guys know what's coming. The big 5 is coming. The 2 Laggia, 2 Dolkka, and 1 Solda. These spike cards needs no explanation. These spike cards, because, you know, they really define this deck. It's the whole thing why this deck exists, and really good. Let's continue on. 1 Extra Knight, 1 101, 1 Daigusto Emeral. Okay, 1 Maestroke. This was supposed to be a good engineer, but with the format going so aggro and so controlling with the format, I decided to, you know, cut engineer out and then put this card in the extra deck, because there's literally no way that you're gonna have 2 Wrestlers sitting on the field, you know, to make engineer. So I replace it with this card, and you can also book, like, I don't know, like a Dr. Taros, the Dantes, and especially the window. You can put the window face down so that you can go up with your power plays, like being, you know, not just Evo-Force. So that. Let's continue on to the extra deck. I'm playing 2 copies of Castel. This card is really good. I really like this card. This card is literally my favorite rank for Exceed, you know, right next to Dolkka, of course. This card is so good. And Castel also has a first effect, which nobody rarely uses. It can also put the monster on the field into face and defense position. And with that in mind, you can put the Westlo face down that already uses the effect, so that you can use it again. So yeah, Castel really, you know, puts, you know, puts in, you know, work, like real work. Let's continue on. 1 Abyss Roller, 1 Rhapsody, and 1 King. And to round up the extra deck is, you know, 1 Cowboy, because burning damage is good. Alright, so that pretty much wraps up my updated list for my Evos that I'm gonna use for this format. I really like the card choices that I decided to run in this version of the deck. Like literally, these 5 traps, 3 Emptiness, and 2 Trapstone, they're like the MVP trap cards that I decided to main in the main deck. Like these 5 cards are like so good. Like Trapstone, if you Trapstone, you can just go up without being afraid of your opponent traps, and then Emptiness just shuts everything down right now. Like being Talonine, Shadows, Burning Abyss, like these spike cards are really amazing. Alright, so yeah, that pretty much runs up this, you know, my updated list for my Evo deck. I apologize for rambling on much longer, but I really just love this updated list for this Evo deck. Like I really like it, and I've been playtesting it, and it is, oh my god, it works out so well. so well. I'm not really quite sure how this deck is gonna do for the next format when clipboards come on. Because I haven't really playtest them against them online yet, so I'm really not quite sure about it. But I'm pretty sure this deck pretty much has an even matchup against the deck because Dolkka can you know stop Clipboard 2 and I know Killer is gonna be a pain in the ass, but you know, I don't know. I'll find out. I'll find out eventually when clipboards come out. So yeah, I'm gonna shut up now, and this is Evolsaur signing out. Peace out, guys. Peace out.